Yeah, it's a great step in the right direction, I think.
Well, we're gonna just have to ask Jeff more about that. However, time for the gossip. What's up with our other favorite super nerds over there in Korea? Nick Tasteless Plott and Greg Idra-Fields. Because last time I checked, they were still living there, playing SE2, like they've been waiting for it for a decade, and
Yeah.
all the three of you took part in the HGH Invitational and have been very active. But what can you tell us about the other two beyond that?
Well, Idra, I mean, he recently did pretty well in OSL. That was probably his last StarCraft 1 tournament, unless he happens to go to USA Finals this year for StarCraft 1. Other than that, he's training his ass off in the CJ house at StarCraft 2. Really great player. He's, of course, right now, he's just kind of chilling, waiting for the beta to come back. Tasteless has actually, not been as active as commentator lately, but that's because, there's not a whole lot to commentate right now for him. GOM hasn't really started up yet. And he's actually been training his ass off so that he really understands the game. He's been using random and sticking to his guns and using that harder to use random. And, they both got quite a nice skill level. And right now both are kind of waiting for the beta to come back, waiting for the game to come out so that their careers can continue onwards. But, other than that, we all just kind of hang out, have a good time, play some Street Fighter, and, just whatever we feel like on a given day.
Sounds quite nice indeed, and I hope to interview both of them very soon. I'd very much like to do that. Though I did hear you saying that GOM has not started doing StarCraft 2 content yet.
Yeah.
Could you expand upon that?
Sure. Well, I mean, they ran one or two small little tiny events during the beta, but basically Blizzard gave GOM all the broadcasting rights for Blizzard games. So, it's they're going to definitely run some sort of event, or sell that right to other companies to make events. But we expect GOM to go ahead and make some sort of tournaments like they did in StarCraft 1. And I mean, I don't suspect anything will happen before the game comes out. I mean, all the beta stuff is small compared to what's going to be out during the game. I mean, we've had some great, wonderful tournaments with amazing prizes, but stuff is going to be, 10x'd when the game comes out, and that's when places like GOM are going to get really involved.
Undoubtedly. That's very exciting, and I imagine a lot of nerds out there just got the geek chills just from hearing you say that.
I bet.
Can we hope to get the Artosis magic back, the casting Archon, you and Nick working together then?
Absolutely. I mean, there's no one in the world I'd rather cast with than Tasteless. And we definitely do want to cast some stuff together in StarCraft 2, and I have absolutely no doubt that will occur.
That's exactly what the world wanted you to say. So, what does the future hold? Is the dream of making a living through eSports and StarCraft 2 as a player or a caster or something else becoming a genuine possibility in the world outside of Korea? What do you think, and what will you do?
Well, outside of Korea, I think it is becoming a possibility. With StarCraft 2 is obviously going to be an MLG, ESL, IM, basically every event's going to have StarCraft 2. So there's going to be some amount of players making a living off it, which is really great and exciting. I mean, the more the better, man. It's it's a hard life. I don't suggest it for everyone, but the fact that some of these few very talented players can do it, that's just absolutely great. And for myself, I mean, I've been working in the esports industry over here for 2 years now, and I plan to continue to do so at least for another couple of years. I mean, I love esports. I can't see myself ever not being involved in esports in some way. So, yeah, I think people are going to keep seeing a lot of me all over the place.
That is great to hear. Time to plug some stuff and to spread the word, I think. What's to be expected next from seforall.com after the retail release of the game, and where on the web are the handsome nerdest of shirts to be found, and where can people download that Day 9 acclaimed replay pack from the Asian server?
All right. Well, the replay pack is on mymym.com. That's the team site I'm with. Meet Your Makers. Thank you, of course, to the sponsors of that team, Puma, Chief Tech, and Razer. And for SC for All, we're we're thinking about starting some more tournaments and stuff when the game comes out, but not completely sure yet. Making a lot of content, brainstorming ideas. We're just going to have to see on that. And speaking of which, I just got a new camera thanks to the community. It really helped me out to get it with a lot of donations. An HD camera. And I have a new YouTube channel that I'm going to try to get verified and everything so that I can post longer, better videos. So everyone please subscribe to that. That really helps me out. It is youtube.com/Artosis TV. So definitely check that out. I'll be uploading every single video that I make to that eventually. They'll probably hit StarCraft for SC for All first and then go on to that a little bit later. So yeah, everyone check that out, please. It'd be a great, great help for everyone to go ahead and subscribe to that. And of course, the t-shirt site, thehandsomenerd.com. I swear to God, 90% of the shirts I wear are from that site. I don't know. Tasteless and I thought, you know what, we need some shirts that aren't, condescending to gamers. A lot of these shirts are totally fucking horrible that you see. Yep. These are shirts that we like, that we would wear, that we do wear. So if you want to check that out, it's thehandsomenerd.com. And other than that, I guess just follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Artosis. I'm making a lot of content nowadays and just tweeting random junk as well. So you might want to check that out if you're into Twitter. All right. And I think that's about it, man.
Well, that's quite a lot. And viewers will, of course, find those links featured prominently in this video. So, Dan, I know you got some people coming over and that your toilet got clogged quite badly just before, so I'll let you get on with that.
Yeah.
Do you have any famous last words or shout-outs?
I hope they aren't my famous last words, but I want to thank you. I'm really glad you're back in the community here, man. I was worried about you for a little bit. You were doing such a great job in StarCraft 1. You kind of disappeared around beta time and popped your head up again finally. But welcome back, and thank you very much for the interview.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Now, it's good to be back, and it's good to be back strong. I just needed to sort out my other real life, and I think I've done that, and all those things. So,
excellent.
Let's leave it at that, Dan. I'm looking forward to talking to you some more in the future when we've got more things to announce around retail, perhaps.
All right, sounds good.
All right, you have a good day. GG to that. Well, fellow nerds, I hope you enjoyed that brief but solid interview with a legendary StarCraft celebrity. Unfortunately, Artosis was getting sort of baneling busted at his ramp, IRL style. In other words, his toilet was getting clogged and he had to deal with an expanding problem. But he will be back on the show in the future when there's more to say and more to announce. I hope, however, that you're pleased to hear some of the things he had to say regarding GOM TV, regarding him and Nick, the very Tasteless Plott, casting together. I very much hope to be interviewing him as well very soon, and I'd love to interview Idra as well. I think he deserves the extra platform. Now, next interview will be up shortly. I can't tell you with whom or exactly when, but it will be good and it will be soon enough. I'd also like to remind you all that these interviews are not only available on YouTube, they're also available as podcasts, MP3 files, freely available to download through iTunes. I am Polygonrevue, one word, on iTunes, or you can just go to polygonrevue.com and click the iTunes button up there on the right. Also, I will sort out Lit TV. It continues to F-word with me, but I will sort it out. It will happen. Currently it's YouTube and iTunes, however. Now, this will be all for this broadcast. I wish you a good weekend, and as we say in Sweden on this particular day of the year, glad midsommar. GG and out.